Right.
Yeah, we made a prediction last week.
Yes.
We said
We think Wales might win.
we thought that there was an upset on the cards.
Yes.
Gatlin back
Yeah.
at the Principality. Why do they what happened to the Millennium Stadium?
No, sponsorships, dude. They're
called
taking over the world.
The Principality,
Yeah.
and we were wrong. So
So we want to do something every week. So we said we didn't. We said it off the video. That if we if we get predictions wrong, we will do something. So we're just gonna in our Sunday best.
yes, in our Springbok jerseys.
Our most loved jerseys.
Yes,
We're going to jump in the pool with all our clothes on.
to atone for our sins to the Irish fans.
Yes.
So
So are we just going to do it?
let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Baptized.
We must definitely wet. Clings to the crotchal region.
Pants back to the pants store.
Okay. So sorry.
No one's more sorry than me.
Sorry, Irish, that we doubted you while you are in such amazing form.
Yeah. So basically, it's more of the same from last season.
Yes. Yeah, the first time since 2013
Yeah.
that they won in Wales, the Irish.
And they look like the real deal.
Yes, and they always score so early.
Yeah.
Scored early on.
First minute.
First minute, it was 7-0. Dan Sheehan, I must say, looked very good. He sort of reminds me a little bit of the mould of a Dane Coles.
Yeah.
Not the biggest hooker, but
Scores a lot of tries.
very mobile. Pops up on the wing all the time. He's like an extra winger.
Mm.
Quite a bit of the play that I saw was of him playing on the wing.
Yeah.
Very accurate in lineouts. Obviously, with mauls, a hooker will always have a chance for scoring. So early on, that was really good.
Yeah, I think Doris scored the first try. And Ryan then scored another try in the 8th minute.
Okay, so early on, they
just blew them away, actually.
Yeah.
Then there was an intercept, I think, James Lowe.
yes. So that they built a lot of phases.
Yeah.
Wales, and also, but if you're trying, sometimes when you try too hard
Yeah.
and you build so many phases without almost getting over the advantage line, then you get a bit desperate and you throw a slightly longer pass.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that longer pass went to James Lowe, who had an easy run in for the intercept try. And quite wet.
And then it kind of looked like Wales were going to try and make a sort of a comeback.
Yeah.
Liam Williams scored a try.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it was just they were too far gone.
Yes.
And it was just a matter of time before the Irish scored the
Yeah.
bonus point.
Yeah.
That's big. In a way,
Big bonus point away.
yeah.
Yeah, and I thought like the usual guys, Tyke Furlong was out, but I thought Porter stepped up really well, and the props looked really good. That I can never remember that braided prop from
from
Connacht.
Connacht. Yeah.
Looked really good, and McCloskey really does well.
I thought their loose forwards were insane.
Coming in for Henshaw.
Yeah.
McCloskey from I think
Centre.
is from Ulster, if I'm correct, and Gary Ringrose is when he plays for Leinster, he really looks good, makes big tackles. So all in all, such a complete performance. Tyke Byrne always brilliant, Ryan always brilliant in the loose and in the tight stuff. Yeah,
To be honest, I was kind of hoping, we like the Irish team, but
yeah,
with them being in our pool, I was hoping that the World Cup year, sort of curse
yes,
continues, but it doesn't.
it might
look
show
like
a bit of weakness. Yeah,
it's not there.
and then on the other side, Wales. I mean, bringing back Cuthbert and still
It's
having
the old guys.
yeah, still having Alan Wynne-Jones for his 156th or 157th test.
Faletau.
Faletau is still there. It doesn't Gatlin came back and he went back to the guys that he trusts. And a lot of them are quite old. I must say that Dyer wing looked quite good when he got a hold of the ball.
Where's Reece Zammit?
Yeah, he must be injured or something.
Because that guy's got
always the
pace.
first
I feel
choice.
like they just missed a little bit of pace.
Yes, and George North is getting on, and now he's playing in the centres. He played well. He gets them over the advantage line, but it just seems like an old team, and brought the old coach back. It's almost like Heineke Meyer, maybe even worse than that in the Springbok era. But they need to someone needs to step in and reinvent Welsh rugby and have things in place to bring the young talent through. And they're in a bad space, unfortunately.
Super bad space. And I can't see them recovering anytime soon. Because Gatland hasn't had much success at the Chiefs in New Zealand.
No, not really.
Over since he moved back there, 2 years?
Yeah, and then right at the end, they made them look silly because Josh van der Fleer, the World Rugby Player of the Year, they sucked in the defence so much that he just ran in between two defenders. He could have walked it, basically, and that was quite close to the end.
I actually think that maybe the score even flattered the Welsh.
Yes, yeah.
Ireland was so far ahead.
Yeah, those loose trio, Van der Fleer, Doris, they are at the top in their positions at the moment.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah.
Anyway, then the next big game of the weekend, Scotland, England.
Yes.
Scotland had
at Twickenham.
4 South Africans.
Yeah, and they all played well.
Yeah.
Pierre Schoeman played really well.
Well, Duan van der Merwe scored 2 amazing tries.
Yes, one that is probably a candidate for
try of the year.
Try of the Six Nations, definitely, maybe even try of the year.
Yeah, ran from the halfway line.
Yeah, and every time when he got close to contact, I thought, okay, he's going to be tackled. Stop running away from your support, you're going to get tackled.
Yeah.
That last handoff just pushed off.
It was also a bit soft.
Yes.
That's what I felt about the English, like there were a lot of soft moments, is it Ben White, is it the scrum half from Scotland?
Yeah, I'm not sure who.
I think his name's Ben White.
Okay, yeah.
He scored a great try as well from the 22. Yeah. But it was just a weak moment.
The ball kind of sort of went loose.
He grabs it and
then the English stopped playing to see what happens, and he just grabbed it and ran through, basically.
Scotland played if you think about the last 15 minutes of that game, where Scotland was on the attack the whole time, they were building phases, and it seemed like inevitable that they're gonna, and the handling was good, and but still, I feel like England needs to tighten up some aspects.
What we have seen now, what I've seen with the English team, is that lack of continuity. The guys that run out, you need to play with more or less the same core for matches.
I didn't recognize a lot of the players.
There were quite a few. There was a new winger that I've never seen before. Obviously, we don't watch as much.
He scored 2 tries.
Yeah. So he must be a bit of a prodigy as well. But like a Siya Kolisi, if he does have the off game for the Sharks, he always does well in the Springbok jersey. You always get those guys, even if Francois Pienaar back in the day. As soon as he put that green and gold on, he was just a different player. Yeah. So you need to stick to that core. I don't know. The solutions for England, I don't know. I almost feel sorry for them.
What it is. Their forwards seemed better than the Scottish forwards. Yeah. Just as in the the tight things like scrum and the line outs, etc. But they didn't assert their dominance
at home
into the other aspects.
Yeah, in front of a huge crowd.
Yeah.
And you get outplayed by Scotland.
Yeah.
And the things that
their attack, I must say, Scotland's attack is really good.
Yeah, very good. Harris in the centres and Duan van der Merwe, and Pierre Schoeman is a very energetic prop who makes a lot of carries.
Yeah.
Hugh Jones, another South African.
Well, he's not a South African link.
Played a lot of his rugby in South Africa. Also scored a try.
Yeah.
Looked good.
Like I said, they just created more gaps.
Yeah.
And also plus the soft moments.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like what we just said about Wales, it's almost like they're doing the opposite of that. They've got their structures in place.
Yeah.
And their URC teams are doing well. Edinburgh and Glasgow are doing well. While the Welsh teams in the URC are not doing well. They're sort of the whipping boys of the competition almost.
Yeah.
It's their national sport. It's the Welsh people live for rugby, and you really need someone to save it. And I don't think it will be Warren Gatland, because how long will he be able to coach them?
Yeah,
still, yeah.
Good. It was a panic move, as everyone said.
Yes.
Speaking of panic moves, Eddie Jones is at Australia now.
Yes, he's an Australia coach.
But we'll see.
Which is also weird, because I thought Dave Rennie did okay.
I thought he did fine. Yeah.
With the talent that he has, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's also just a panic move.
Yeah. But
anyway,
really looking forward to the rest of the competition. Italy is playing France at the moment.
Yeah.
And it was 7-3 last time we watched. 14-3. So Italy did well against Australia end of year.
More of the same maybe from the French.
Yeah, France is
except that this year, the French have to play away against Ireland.
Yes.
I'd like to see that game.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be cool.
France in Dublin.
We are more invested in the Six Nations, and we can't wait to see what happens
in a World Cup year.
In a World Cup year, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Chink.
Chink. No drinks. Chink.